Sergey! Oh god, that made me laugh so much. There's one thing I love more than a smart, conniving villain. It's a smart, conniving villain getting his comeuppance. Oh my god. For those of you who don't remember, these two episodes got subbed back-to-back, weirdly, for some reason, within a couple days of each other, so that's why this is here. When we last met on the subject of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, I was pretty annoyed. I thought we were just getting to the direction of dragging everything out. I thought we were finally going to get answers. We got jack shit. But here we are, picking up with the tournament plotline that had sort of been pushed aside for a little while, and rightfully so. And if you're going to go back to this plot and stay away from what our main plot is going to turn out to be, you need to do a couple things. You need to be able to make that story interesting. You need to be able to put us in the scene with the visuals and the music and all that stuff. And you just need to make us feel like we aren't wasting our time. Fortunately, these past two episodes get that down perfectly. These past two have been very good and a very entertaining time. So first up, let's start off with where last week's episode began, and that was just with showing that Shinji v. Britannia is getting what he wants. He is leading his troops, city is erupting in chaos, anarchy is spreading, baseball bats are hitting store windows. I imagine there's probably someone yelling whatever. And we get Crow just trying to protect a normal little boy and all this. And that's a great way to open. I loved the way that's the way you open things. It gives you such a good dark atmosphere and tone and such a sense of, not really dread, but you do get the intensity of the moment. This city is literally falling apart, and our heroes are just sort of stuck in the middle of it while all of this erupts, and you see Crow bring that humanity back to it, so it's not just chaos and destruction, because it would be really easy to just play this off as a perfunctory side plot and you just don't care. I've seen a lot of anime that want you to care about the city and the society, and honestly, I just don't. But I do care here because you have Crow bringing that humanity element into it, and I thought it really set me up for what's going to be coming up soon, and it also gives us a good reason for where Crow is. He's just gathering up scared children whose parents are probably dead, thanks to Shinji. From there, we get the scene I was really looking forward to. First up, I'm a little confused. Is it daytime or is it still nighttime? It looks like it's the next morning, just a really cloudy day, but then the announcer girl says it's the evening. Yeah, have they just been sitting there for 24 hours? Who cares? Whatever, it's fine. I really like the way we open on our characters. I like that there's no music for a good solid 5 minutes. That's a lot when you consider this is only a 24-minute show. I liked seeing just everyone look defeated and down like that. Even though I could have done with things going a different way last time, you really get the sense of defeat from everyone, how bad they all feel, and I really dig that. Again, it really sets up the following scene, which is everyone getting reunited, and the thing I was curious about, Sawatori confronting Sora. That also was great. Seeing Sawatori actually serve a logical purpose for once, not just being there for the sake of being there, and he's right, they shouldn't trust Sora just because Yuya says so. As Yuya has proven, he is not a very good hero. But he does come around, and I do like sort of what that brings to it. Again, sort of reinforcing that these people aren't really brought together as a team, they're just working towards a common goal as a sort of perfunctory unit. As for the rest of it, I could have done without how things turned out, where the Nico Smiley guy came back and he had to be the one to convince Sawatori to stay, but I like the way Yuya was when he talked to Sawatori. I like the idea that this is Yuya's, pick your pants up and go save the day moment, but it's not playing out normal. It's not like, I'm going to take charge, I'm going to be the leader. He's very much this vulnerable young kid, and he's just pleading with Sawatori, please just do this for me for once. I like the way it came across. It came across very genuine, very defeated, like he's picking up the pieces and just trying to do what he can, and he's trying to just help everyone he can. Again, I think it would probably be better to keep Gogenzaka with Sora, as Gogenzaka is a bit older, and have Sawatori come with you as he's faster, he could help you more, but from the looks of the next episode, Yuya just needed his own personal Holdor. But it was fine. I just wish that Sawatori reacted reacted to Yugioh, not the whole 1 10-second unfunny joke of, your ego, I'm gonna play it up. I really didn't care for that. I didn't think it was needed. I don't think you need comedy in every episode. You look at this week's, the whole little side banter from the announcer girl, like about, the stage is getting destroyed and all that. I thought that was fine. That made me chuckle. But you didn't really need anything else. But, it looks like next episode, shit's gonna hit the fan and everyone will be in a fight. So I'm hoping there might be some cool interactions between Salvatore and Sora. Maybe that's a little bit too much to hope for based on all we saw in the preview, but I hope so. Please give Salvatore a bigger role. He's our rival, for Christ's sake. Then we get into the Sergey duel, which I was not looking forward to. I wanted to see Yugioh fight Sergey and see what sort of interesting things that could bring up, but Yugioh and Yuri are in plot convenience land, so we had to watch Jack fight Sergey. And I've liked some of the Jack stuff in Arc 5, but Crow has really been stealing the show as far as returning characters go. I really enjoyed this duel. Again, I said it last time, I really could care less about Sergey using Earthbound. I'm kind of at the point where I have no interest in this character, but this episode I thought gave him a proper send-off. And when I say that, I mean that I did not like the giant robot thing. Jack even says it. How does that help you? It looks terrible. The CG is awful. It was just so pointless and so stupid. But the duel was good. I'm a little confused why Sergey just stopped running around looking for action cards and continued. Like, how long do they get to do that? But I enjoyed the duel as a whole because it served a narrative purpose. We saw everything Yugioh's been preaching. Because of the intensity and strength of the duel, it was getting everyone happy. It was calming everyone down. It was reinforcing the scene. It's all going to just go back to hell next episode, but it worked in a good way, and it really gave you Jack's mentality, and I enjoyed seeing that. I enjoyed seeing Starlight more. I like that card in general. I've been tooling around with it in the real world, and it looks great in 2D. Not to mention that I thought it was funny how they stopped referring to it as Starlight and just went with Red Dragon Archfiend as Jack went into his 5Ds mumbo-jumbo about it being his soul. And I did like that here, because you have Sergey who's just being turned into this crazy emotionless robot, and you have Jack who is all emotion and is all instinct and does all that very much in his own just natural Jack Atlas way. And I loved seeing that. I loved how it invigorated Sergey. I loved how he fought back. Again, I don't care for this character as a whole, but I liked what I saw here. I liked it wasn't all being explained to us, and I just liked that the character, maybe he's gonna die, I hope he dies, I don't want any more of him, but I thought that was a great send-off and a great way to get rid of him, and just a really solid hour of just more popcorn fun than anything else. There really wasn't too much deep going on here. I definitely think we'll see more of that next episode as Roger has just broken down and has decided to go full on crazy supervillain, which will be fine. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. But what did you think? You can tell me that in the comments section below. And for our TCG question of the week, for those of you who haven't heard, they have done a major reprint thing for the next Gold Series. All the Cosmo cards. What are your thoughts about that? I'm actually thinking of doing a video about that in a day or two, because I have a lot of strong opinions on that might be contradictory to what a lot of other people are saying. Maybe not. You'll just have to sit there and find out. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe, because, hey, shit's hitting the fan.